cause it's good form. And whenever he eats the cookie, he got good form. You know that when I'm pulling up, I'm in a good form. I be like, ooh, he love me good form. Come on.
Is mad that they nachos. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click. All them is mad that they.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy LeBron, female rapper Lee. I'm back with another video. Please come in and thumbs up this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification. Hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live or I do uploads. So it's Sunday. How many of y'all had a great holiday week or whatever? You know, I've been off since early Wednesday. So I've been just taking it all in, just loving being off and like just doing what I'm supposed to do, you know, taking care of some errands, running some tasks. But let me know what y'all did. Did y'all get anything accomplished instead of eating all of that food? And, you know, hopefully you had some time to work out and do some things. You know, something came to mind when I was like talking about working out and stuff. One of my subscribers, I think they wrote in the comments, or was it somebody that was on Twitter, and it was like, I'm not walking around, or, you know, pretty much saying that they don't feel safe like walking around like as a woman. Trust me, I understand everything that you talk. I understand you. Maybe was that on a live? I understand you, but you can't make that as an excuse why you don't get no exercise. So, you know, you got to either go to the gym or go to the mall, walk around in the mall and just like, you know, walk it out. I don't know what city you in and what's you know, the distance of your mall, but shit, in the wintertime, you know, elderly people, they don't make no excuse. You got to think about it. When you see elderly people that's in their 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, they be at that mall working out at the mall. The doors of the mall open at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So if they can get up and they can work out, so can you. There's really no excuse, but I am with you with that as far as like it not being like safe to walk around and shit like that. So you can't make that be an excuse. So just find another way, find an alternative method of working out. But yeah, I had a pretty good day. I came home earlier, yo. Like, can I tell you something that made me feel so good? Like, yo, shout out to all of the grandparents who take care of the family, because this older lady lives across from me, right? And her daughter, I don't know what her daughter is on, but she was outside for probably like an hour going in, trying to take her son away from her mother, and her mother would not give the son. She said, "You're gonna have to take me to court." I was kind of like listening to them because when I came in, they was going in and the girl was out in the hallway. She's like, "It's not my fault. I didn't even know he was that sick. I didn't know he was that sick." Let me tell you something. Now, to any parent, if you're a parent listening to this video, I want to tell you, my mom, she used to be on top of these pies like Cool Whip. She ain't play that shit when it came to us. I could be breathing wrong and my mother is gonna stay up all night and make sure that I'm okay. And I understand that every person is not like that, especially when you got a lot of shit going on, especially if you got some niggas that you entertaining and maybe you just not paying attention to your kids like that. But let me tell you something. Like, my mom was on top of it when it came to care. I want to give you an example. One of my friends I know right now, I think he's about 37, 38 years old. And his mother, he was running a fever for so long when he was younger. Probably, I think he told me like when he was a kindergarten, the first grade, he had a fever for like a week and his mother did not recognize it. This is the reason why he's on dialysis right now. He got a kid. Well, he's not on dialysis right now, but he was on dialysis because he had kidney damage since he was a child, because he ran a fever for so long. His mother did not know he was sick and she didn't do anything about it. That's the blunt, honest truth about it. She didn't do anything about it. She wasn't attentive. I think he even mentioned his mother was into like the streets and alcoholism back then too. But the thing about it is that he goes through a lot right now. Like, you know, he goes through a lot with, you know, being a kidney transplant patient. He goes through a lot. And that was just, you know what, the one thing I could like in my message that I wanted to send in this, don't let big things happen over you just not paying attention to the smallest thing. This is bigger than just missing a few days on your oil change, or leaving dinner in the oven for a few extra minutes or some shit like that. Shit, you might like it a little more crispy or more well done. But this is your child. I remember, yo, can I tell you, with the smallest thing, I could complain to my mother at 11 o'clock at night, and I remember this shit because when I was younger, I used to get a large buildup of earwax in my ear, right? And my mother, I could complain to her and be like, my ears feel a certain type of way. You know what my mom would do? At 11 o'clock at night, we getting in the car and we're gonna go to the, back then it was called Phase drugstore, and Phase went into Rite Aid bought over Phase, but we would go there. in the middle of the night, and my mother would get that earwax stuff that goes in your ears, and she would treat my ears, and then I would go to bed or whatever. But it was just like a lot of parents, I don't know what, I don't know if if they're purposely not paying attention to their kids. You know, nowadays it's a lot of I don't know, say there's a lot of different variables in regards to things because everybody's spending time on their phone. If you're a parent, I'm telling you this right now, you have to find time to make time for yourself, yes. But if you one of those parents and you have kids, I hate to tell you this, but you should not be on no motherfucking cell phone all the time. I guarantee you that these cell phones are doing it. They're making them neglect their fucking children. This girl was out in the hallway going crazy. Hold on. This girl was out in the hallway going crazy, and the child did not want to leave with her because the mother opened up the door and she tried to take the child, and the boy did not want to leave with her. She said, "No, I'm not." She said, "You know what? You're gonna have to bring me to court. Whatever happened, which was serious, that grandmother was not letting that baby leave." And she was like, "You always do this. I ain't even know he was sick like that." I wanted to open the door and tell her, like, "Yo, you don't realize that acting and performing like that is gonna make you lose all the time. I don't know if you're like that and you think that if you perform or whatever that people gonna give you what you want. You're not 14 years old no more when you could perform. You like, Mom, I really want these sneakers and I really want this and I'll never get nothing that I want." And they give in. You're beyond that point. When you have a child, you're beyond that point. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm appreciative because listen, my mother was like that, even though she didn't like raise my even though she didn't raise my nieces and stuff. My mother was very hands-on. This is why, like, you know, I know my nieces, they listen to my channel, but I had to have like, I had to change the course of the conversation that I have with my nieces. Like, you're 16 years old now, so I'm not talking to you like you 13 years old no more. So the other day, my niece reached out to me and she asked me if I heard from my mother or whatever. I'm thinking to myself, you live 20 minutes away from her. When I was younger, when I was younger, you know, I just popped up at my grandmother's house. So I had to tell her, and I sent a heart at the end of it just to lighten the blow. But listen, sweetheart, don't be asking me what's going on with your grandmother. You live up there in New York. Don't ask me that. You old enough to navigate and get on these buses. You and your cousin, y'all could link up and go and do it. Like, listen, I kept it very real with her. I said, you don't want the day to come when she's not here no more and you feel like you wasted all of this time. Stop playing these games and reaching out to me. You know that I live 1,700 miles away. Don't be asking. Listen, I understand it though. The plain communication is, did I hear from her? Of course I heard from my mother. I speak to her regularly. But that's your grandmother. Don't be asking me that. And you benefited a lot throughout life. You've gotten a lot. Listen, when my mother was buying uniforms and doing all of that shit, don't ask me nothing about that. Just don't. Like, I feel, because that's like my brother reaching out to me. I live in Houston, Texas. I'm 1,700 miles away. Listen, the reason why it was so hard for me to fucking get acclimated to the traffic down here, I live in a city where everything is 15, 20 minutes away. Everything is 15, 20 minutes away. Driving 30 minutes is like pushing it, right? So when you asking me questions about a person that lives 20 minutes away from you and I'm fucking 3-4 hours on a plane ride, 24 hours in a car, it just doesn't make sense to me. Get your ass up and go over there and see what's going on. I don't like, listen. So the communication style, and they still know that I love them to death. And my niece reached out to me, was like, "Hey, I did, you know, I heard from them, I spoke to them, whatever the case." Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're older now. There's no reason. I checked them. Listen, I used to go to my grandmother's house so much. She used to be like, "Baby, you know what? I don't got no more juice. I don't got this. You know, you gonna have to take a break or whatever." We did that. Nobody had to bring us. Nobody had to do that. We know how to, when we was younger, I don't know what it is with these kids nowadays, but we took buses. We went different places. It's like we had to do shit. Like, don't send me no message asking me about your grandmother who lives in the same state and city as you. It just don't make no sense. Now that I got that out, you know what I'm saying? I hope all of y'all doing well. You know, I got a blab in the beginning, you know? So please make sure that you support this channel. You see my Cash App is on the screen, Cookie Confidant 83. I appreciate all of y'all support. We're going to talk about Cardi B. So Hazel E came out, and listen, she ain't off the hook either, because even though Hazel E, she made some comments about Nicki a few years ago, but it's kind of like the typical comments that comes from the uninformed person when they try to say like Nicki was out here by herself. Like, shut up. No, she was really talented. So I ain't gonna say nothing about that. But I do think it's really calculated, the timing that she's saying things towards Cardi. And I think that Cardi think that she's so much better than her. So she's trying to act like, why is this lady speaking on me? Whatever. No, bitch, go in on that bitch like how if it was Nicki, you would have went in. But see, you don't want to go in because what, you feel like you ain't bringing her no clout or whatever. See, Cardi is calculated. If that was Nicki who made them comments, she would have been all over that shit going in. I heard she was on Spaces recently too. Also, Nicki Minaj and SZA is dropping the same day. I don't know why y'all worried about that. I really don't know why y'all worried about it. It's like you really look at the fans who are worried and talking shit about like SZA or whatever the case may be. It's like, why are you worried about that? Nicki is coming with pure sales. Nicki is coming with streams and everything. Not saying that SZA ain't. Listen, SZA. I think people gas shit more than what it really is. Like SZA had an amazing year. She went on tour. She did her thing, right? And what I really love is the fact, and this is kind of like ties into Beyonce, where a lot of people have saying like, oh, Beyonce didn't do this, she didn't do visual, she didn't do X, Y, Z, right? If Beyonce did all of that shit, she would have shut SZA down as far as like on the R&B front, whatever the case may be. Tell SZA to book a stadium. Tell any artist to book a stadium and not drop no videos and not do any type of press promotion, anything outside of that. Tell them to do that. Tell them to do that. Like, I think y'all gassing it. SZA had an amazing year. People are R&B lovers. They love her. You know, she plays both sides, white, black, whatever, right? But I don't think she did no astronomical numbers her first week out. People just like her music. So I don't understand why people are threatened by her dropping her deluxe on that date. Like you know what it is? Y'all let too many people infiltrate your minds. Like, and I understand it because nowadays it's like these blogs and it's like people are constantly posting stuff on Twitter. A lot of y'all really don't even have the mental fortitude to even be on Twitter because y'all can't really take data that's coming at you like that. You feel attacked by it. Like, listen, this is business at the end of the day. Do I personally feel like SZA is coming out with her music just to be on some spite Nicki Minaj shit? I don't think she is. We don't even know if she had this date for a while. You got to realize it is Christmas season. A lot of people like to drop shit around this time just to make sure that they benefit off of those numbers. Me personally, I'm not worried. I don't feel pressed or anything about that. So it's like, I don't get it. I really just don't get it. So let's see who's in the chat. What's up, Miranda? What's up? Let's see. Bobby, T Kitty. My mom has, would you say my mom was the same way? Yeah, my mother was all over this shit. Let me tell you something. My mom, when I was younger, I was wheezing one night. She woke me up in the middle of the night, and I will never forget because I was just like a little confused by it. Like I knew I was wheezing before I went to sleep, but my mom turned on the shower in the bathroom. She let it get extra steamy. So to a little kid, that was just a little like I don't know if I was scared or if I knew I was just mad because I woke up. But I remember I was in the bathroom at like 2 o'clock in the morning with all of the steam, but it cleared up my wheezing, right? But I remember my cousin the next day, she was like, was somebody crying in the bathroom at 2 o'clock in the morning? I was like, no. No, my mother was just hands-on. She gonna handle it. That's my superwoman. When I tell you I was so scared in school when we was reading this book, I lost it and it was like something that you could not find. My mother found that book. I was like, it's nothing that she can't do. It's nothing that she can't do. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the mothers who are hands-on and they do anything and go the distance for their kids. Like, you know, my mom kind of set that up for me to be the same way. So I was extra just protective of my nieces and just watchful and shit like that. So it kind of like trickles down. So anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. What do I want to land first? I wanted to ask y'all about this too, because I seen this and I'm pretty sure, you know, different people know about different stories. I don't know everything. So I'm pretty sure y'all seen this, but let me share this real quick. Give me 1 second. So it was some shit going on with Chris Brown. He recently had posted this story and I'm trying to make some sense of it. Give me a second. Wait, what happened? Oh shit. Give me a second. All right. So Chris Brown, he posted this story and he said, let me make this perfectly clear before y'all try to use me as a pawn. I'm Pyru, saying he blood. I ain't Muslim or Jewish, so don't start no shit. Won't be no shit. I'm trying to be peaceful, but please don't wake up the demon in me. Go on about your fucking day. So what is this about? Like, can somebody tell me in the comments or like leave a comment telling me what this is about? Somebody said, not you claiming there's a demon in you. No, Chris. What is this about? He said he believes in Jesus Christ and Christianity only. Oh, this is some other shit. Let me know what you think about that. I seen something earlier too with this woman Capadonna. She said black women talking about Diddy. It's like this shit ain't never going to end with Diddy. Black women end up being the sacrifice for the fuckery. Last 11 years of my life, I had to deal with everyone's nonsensical allegiance to the devil. Damn, I pray that ends. I don't think highly of any of you. Can't keep your head down. Plus, pretend shit is cool no more. Do better. Damn. You know what? And a lot of people try to break into the music industry. Would you really? Excuse me. Would you really want to be at the hands of a lot of these people in power and have them controlling you? Could you imagine like feeling like you gave up your life to be here in the industry and you got to make this money, so you got to do what they asked you to do? Like, yo, I know that there's a lot of stories that will never be told. What this person said, this is why Jay-Z be so low key. He knows how much power he has. Why flaunt it to make you a target? Diddy was throwing it in everyone's face, and I believe was still trying to show Cassie he has some type of power over her, because that speech he have when he mentioned her was weird, right? And you know what? And I know that there's a lot of conversation about like Jay-Z, Foxy Brown, and people feeling like there's a story on Jay-Z. Honestly, I feel like Jay-Z kind of moved a little recluse. He was a little reclusive and exclusive the way that he moved. I don't know. Do y'all think there's some dirt on Jay-Z that probably hasn't surfaced? I remember back in the day, like during the Wendy Williams days, there was this rumor that he mushed or pushed this girl in her face or some shit like that. It was a little video of it too. Let me just do this. Foxy Brown age. Okay, so she's 45 years old. Okay, Foxy. She's gonna be 40. Oh, she's 45 years old. Jay-Z age. What's his age? 45. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's 8 years older than her. So if she was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3. So he was 24. Do you think that? Yeah, that is a little up there. That is a little up there. Because somebody was talking about that the other day, saying that Jay-Z was 24 and Foxy Brown was 16. I do think that is a bit of a stretch. But I want to tell you this, and I know that I'm not the only person who experienced this, but when we were younger in the 90s, I know that this, and I don't know if it's just because we were younger and we didn't understand and we was children and kids, our damn selves, teenagers, but it was a popular thing for a girl in high school to be fucking with a boy who was in his 20s, so he could be buying her sneakers and getting her clothes, and she be coming to the school, looking nice, and she getting sneakers. She's fucking with some older nigga who's preying on fucking high school. Like, we didn't realize it though. I don't know what it was, but I think if that was happening and then imagine what was going on in the industry. There was actually this interview, right? I don't know if I want to bring that up right now. There was an interview on YouTube with Foxy Brown and Jay-Z, and I always said that her energy. Now, I love Foxy Brown, so I'm not trying to judge up no rumors or no shit like that. But I always said that in this interview that you could tell that they was fucking because, hold on. In my opinion, when a girl is around a guy and her body language was just off. It was just a little bit off. Where is that interview at? Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Yes. Let's bring this up.
Big time.
Hold on a second. Let me see if this is clear enough. Let me share this. Give me a second. So this is Foxy Brown and Jay-Z in an interview, and I always just felt like her energy was just, I don't know, it was just a little different.
Life, and I'm sure you'll agree that female MCs a lot of times didn't get that props, but now in '96, you know what I'm saying, it's on. You got yourself.
Yeah, the ladies, I think, 96.
Yeah, the ladies.
Man, why it's so blurry?
All right, you heard it here first. 1996,
Right.
97. Yeah, the ladies. Why is
98.
that? Why is it now, though?
Why now?
Why not?
I don't know. I think females are just like not having it this year. It's like more.
You know what's so crazy too? I just want to speak on this. It is so like colorism is so real. I remember, and listen, I don't think people speak on this enough. There was really a time where people used to like big up Little Kim and really try to call Foxy Brown ugly and shit like that. Not only was she a younger girl, I felt like she grew more into her beauty, but she was not ugly, but they really used to try to play her. Like, it just goes to show you, and it's even now, and this is why I didn't like when Claudia Jordan was trying to speak on Foxy, like, bitch, fall back. The way that she was trying to give it up, like, oh, and it's still Team Kim, and it's still yeah. I could read through her colorist ass. Why? Because she taught you how to be a hoe. Is that the reason why? Like, listen, we ain't talking about that, but just pay attention to the energy when Jay-Z is talking and with her.
Flavor. Not to say that they didn't have flavor back in the days, but everybody is just, I don't know.
Hip hop, hip hop used to treat females like second class citizens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she can ride, whatever, but she can't head the bill. You know what I'm saying?
I think more so because they don't think that females can hang with males, like, or either it was stereotypical, like you had to be the hardcore hoodies, Tim's, fatigue, you had to be hard, or you weren't trying to get noticed. Right. So now we're adding more class, sex appeal, sassiness, back to hip hop. So it's starting to recognize now.
Go on with the skills. That's what I'm saying. It's skills and sassiness hit record. That's all it equals. 1996, 97 years. Well, I'm glad to see the year of the female. You know, I remember watching y'all. I ain't gonna front. I remember watching you. Anything. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I mean, keep playing. You know, I'll make sure your videos run. Keep running. But I'm gonna be watching some boxing. Look at it. It's boxing. Crazy. Stay tuned, y'all. The rest of the keep it moving right here. Don't go to.
They're not standing there like listening to the lyrics. They listen.
I really listen to Seal and Prince and things like that. You know, as far as the lyricist thing go, you gotta realize once again, rap is also a business now. It's a big business,
huge business.
You know what I mean? So I mean, be the nicest guy in the world if you don't know how to put them songs together.
You just sit and chill with Seal. I mean, you listen to Sid. I don't mean you had to demand house. Listen to Sid. Yeah. And Prince. Yeah. All right, now I can put you on the Prince thing. You know, I get down.
They along the same lines. They write like, they along the same lines.
I'm saying, man, Prince kind of threw me on a couple of songs, though, man.
It's like borderline genius. You gotta take it there sometimes.
And he borderline a bunch of stuff. Very much respect to Prince.
I don't know. It could be just because she's young too, but I definitely felt some energy between Foxy Brown and Jay-Z. Like, I've always felt it, but Jay-Z would never admit to it at all. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like she respected him so much, so she would never give it up to the point to be like, something did definitely happen. But I will say this: I remember when Jay-Z and Beyonce first started dating. When they first started dating, Foxy was on Wendy Williams, and she was just like, "This is low key tea," but she was just like, "I don't really believe it." She was like, "Jay never claims anybody. The Jay that I know, like, he never claims anybody. Like, he would never." But then when they started to get more serious, it was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think one time in an interview, she was like, whatever is Jay's is mine. And then she was like, shout out to my girl B. Shout out to my girl B. I was like, oh, shit. You could tell that Jay-Z was taking Beyonce serious, too, because even when Foxy Brown performed Ain't No Nigga with him on the Fade to Black, she came on stage and she kind of like backed her ass up into him. And he kind of like backed up like, whoa. And then kind of like looked at the crowd. Yeah, I don't want to bring that up because that might be a copyright. But yeah, when she definitely performed that Fade to Black and backed that ass up on him. Hold on a second, because I think I posted that on my channel before. Give me a second, because I just feel like I want to just show you. But he kind of like backed up a little bit. Foxy, Jay-Z, Fade to Black. Hold on. Let's see real quick. Fade to Black. While we on the Foxy Brown tip, let me bring this up real quick. Let me bring that on.
That's right. I like that.
Watch this.
Ain't no stopping this, no lie. Promise to stay monogamous. I try, love, these hoes be making me weak. I know how it goes, man. Yeah, what up, rules? Just keep me laced in the illest snake. Back rolls and shit, back rolls in a brick store. Making this bitch, wife, you never know when you flip that code. But now I'm styling, I raised you, basically made you into a triple weight. And you know I'm pussy is all that. That's why you forget 5 carats in the but don't shake up line of the 8.
Hold on. Watch how he backed up. And just to put context around it, I don't think y'all noticed this right now, but we knew it as the fans. When she's walking towards him, I don't know if you could really peep, but inside of her fur coat, her titty is out. Backstage, when she was backstage, that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to fix it. So I'm not saying she did that to be funny on some shit like that with him, but her titty popped out of it. And to me, it looked like she knew that it was open when she was walking towards him. Just watch it.
Ain't no stopping this, no lie. Promise to stay monogamous. I tried, love, you know these hoes be making me weak. Y'all know how it goes, me.
Yeah, what up, rules? Just keep me laced in the illest snake. Bad bros and shit, bad bros in a brick tub. Macking this bitch, wifey never know when you flip that code. But now I stand when I raise you, basically made you into a different way. And you know my pussy is all that. That's why you forget 5 carats in the from Dolce Gabbana to 8. I see you. Who the player? I still keep him in the illest gators. Tailor made, lay up in the shade, reminiscing. How fucking best is. Come on, ain't no nigga like the one I got.
That's right.
Sleeps around, but he gives me a lot.
That's right.
Friends, they tell me I should leave him alone. Huh? Tell them freaks to find a man in New York. Brooklyn. I love you, baby.
He walked off that shit like a supermodel. That was one of the best performances Foxy had. That was one of the best performances. Yeah, so I always frequent that performance. Shout out to Jay who just sent me the Cash App. I appreciate your support. Yeah, so let's just keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Jay-Z and Foxy definitely had that chemistry. Jay-Z is a gentleman. Live performances back then were so cringe. Foxy definitely gives. I could have him when I want him. Yep. And then when Foxy did that, she was doing. She did that. That Ring the Alarm remix. It was a Rockefeller remix, and they said that Jay-Z was mad at it because she was like, "The streets is saying, is he fucking Rihanna?" Some shit. She said, like, I don't know, but they said that Jay-Z was not feeling that shit at all. So anyway. Where do I want to go? Where I want to go? Please thumbs up the video, subscribe. Please support the channel. You see the Cash App is on the screen. So again, shout out to Jay. Let me respond to you real quick. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. I think I want to go here next. So Beyonce, she had her Renaissance premiere last night in Los Angeles. There was a lot of different people out there supporting Beyonce. So this is what she wore to the Renaissance premiere. I don't know if I ever seen Beyonce with is that supposed to be like gray or blonde hair like that? I don't know, but I think she looks nice. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Like, what do y'all think about it? You think she looks? I think she looks good. I can't say anything bad about it. The hair kind of like threw me off a little bit, but I just think she was trying to like. I think she wanted the hair to kind of complement the outfit as well. But to me, she does look good. So shout out to Beyonce. Renaissance premiere. Who was there that I seen? Lori Harvey was there. Of course, Kelly Rowland was there, looking like money. Who else was there? I can remember. Khalees was there. Yo, Khalees. So I mean, I felt like her being at that premiere, that's gonna like shut a lot of people up because you know that they was trying to like, you know what's so crazy? You can pay attention to who doesn't like you based on when little things happen and people come out and speak so much on it. I'm telling you, I know people be feeling stupid after shit like that happened too. So Khalees was there, so that goes to show you that she obviously don't feel as much of a way. I think any artist is going to feel slighted, or you know, they might feel shaded if you don't give the proper respect or, you know, the just due that they deserve. But maybe that was all worked out behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was dope that she was there showing love to Beyonce. We didn't see Taylor Swift. I don't think Taylor Swift came, but I think they were saying that Taylor Swift is out of the country right now. But nonetheless, let me just see. Beyonce pulled up to the Renaissance premiere. What else? Yeah, she looked nice. I think the hair is just a different look for us who's used to seeing Beyonce with the brown or the honey blonde hair or whatever the case may be. But I think that she looked decent. I'm not going to say I love the hair, though, but I think she looks decent. Let's see. Facts. I stood with Khalees. Beyonce is beautiful, but I prefer Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland looked like money, right? She did. She looks good, but now people saying she bleached. I don't think she bleached. That's just a damn wig. You know what I'm saying? It's just a wig. Wait, Khalees. Yeah, let me go to my Twitter page actually so I could bring it up for you and show you how Khalees was in the building. Let me go. No, I'm just gonna search. I'm gonna search Twitter like Google. So let me just put Khalees Renaissance. Wait, Khalees Renaissance premiere. I'm so fancy, you already know. Oh, why they try to play her? Was she really there? See, now I don't know if somebody was trolling. No, she was there. Give me a second. Let me just go right here real quick. Yeah, she was there. I'm so fancy. You already. They was playing that in the gym today. I was so mad, but I was happy that they was playing that because when I first got there, they was playing Up by Cardi B. I'm like, why y'all keep playing this bitch every time I come in this damn gym? I'd be so happy that I'm there listening to music and shit like that. I turned that music up so fucking quick when I got up in that motherfucker. I heard that shit from the outside. They was playing Cardi B Up, and I'm like, turn this shit the fuck off. I felt like going up in that motherfucker, like, turn this shit the fuck off. Yeah, you Cardi B fans who in the motherfucker. I know out of the 200 people that's here, I know y'all motherfuckers is lurking, leeching, all of that shit. You can't wait till I get to that part. I know you can't, and it's not going to be what you think it's going to be, baby. You know that it never is. I am never in your favor. This is not a safe space for you, so drop the fuck off right now. I don't know what you sitting around waiting for. Sitting fucking ducks. So anyway, this was Khalees last night at the premiere. Do y'all think this is real or y'all think somebody photoshopped this shit? Because there was a few people who shared this. I think she was there. She wore her gold. She looked cute though. Khalees looks good for her age, but they say she's 43, or is Khalees 43 or 45? Damn, I didn't realize Jay-Z was 24 when Foxy was 16. Damn. And she was spitting that shit on Ain't No Nigga What I Boo, you know, bank rolls and shit. Mac rubs in the club, Mac and his bitch, wifey nigga. So when you flip that coke, remember the days you was dead broke. You know the pussy is all that. That's why I get baguettes, 5 carats, and all that. Ooh, from those J. Gabbana to H. Vendel, who ringing bells? Who the player? You still keep you in the illustrators, tailor made, still live up in the shade, reminiscent on how I fuck the best of shit. Especially when I'm sipping Baileys. Don't give a fuck how you move with them other mommies. I push the V, eating shrimp scampi with rocks larger than life. Not them Reebok broads. You made it known who your wife was. I had you fronting in Armani sweaters before this rap shit when you was in leathers and hooped out Berettas and E-classes with Mo's and the glasses, shows in Cali. Now all the favorite suede valleys. Now all your men's is up in the Benz is high posts. I swear you be killing me playing inside my pubic hairs. Oh, I never worry about them other chicks because you proved who was your biz when you was slipping that bitch. Tricked a little when you was up north. Your commissary stayed palin. Had you living large on the island. So, listen, that was Khalees. They said that she was there last night. Yeah. You know, I wanted to also bring up this thing about Blue Ivy. I want to know how y'all feel about this. Oh, no, let me go right here real quick. I'm sorry. Let me go right here. So let me show this real quick. The other people who were there. One second. All right. So let me make sure I'm here. All right. So Michelle Williams, she was there last night. She looked nice. You know what I'm saying? Woo. Celebs are stepping out in looks for the premiere of Beyonce's Renaissance film. Michelle Williams, she looked nice. You know what I'm saying? She looked nice, sounding good in our clothes. Victoria Monet was there. Little Red Robin Hood. Okay. Lori Harvey, she looked good. Somebody who watches these videos, you was talking about Lori Harvey was a cum bucket. Why'd you call her a cum bucket on my Twitter page? I didn't really appreciate that because for a lot of these niggas out here who be fucking and busting nuts and all of these, you know, doing whatever they want to do, Lori always fuck with niggas and she gonna get that bag. So I ain't mad at Lori at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at her. I think she looks good and she knows how to navigate without getting caught up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say if I had a daughter, I would want her to navigate like that. But listen, you got to get it because they're gonna try to get it from you. I wonder why she split from Diddy though. You know, it was rumored that they was dating for a little. They had a little short trek. Gabrielle Union was there. She looked good. Gabrielle, she looked alright. She looked good. Okay, Janelle Monae was there. Some people talk about you like they know all about you, and then they learn about you, and then they're zipping on the scene when they talk about you, and then on the scene when they talk about you, talk about you. Latoya Luckett, okay, she look nice. Cause I'm caught in between the two. I really wanna be with you. Laverne Cox, Kaylin Allen was there. Yo, did they? I see something where they was showing that other chick who was there as well. What's her name? Oh, let's go here. Kelly Rowe. Kelly Rowe looked like money. She did. So more celebs come through eating on the red carpet for the premiere of Beyonce's Renaissance film. Look at Kelly Rowe. Lizzo was there. Okay, Lizzo. She's beating all the allegations. They tried to fat shame her and say that she was fat shaming people. Lizzo said, I fly above all the haters. I fly above. I fly above. I fly above. What happened with all of those cases that they took out against her, matter of fact? Is that still in the mix? Is that still going on? Somebody said Beyonce and Jay-Z are the only celebrities that always bring together Black excellence under one room, have the older and younger generation together. Lizzo popping out like, we forgot what she did. Yeah, baby, I seen you. And I'm gonna like this, even though I know you only got 47 likes. So all right, so let's keep going and see who else popped up. I fly above all the drama. I fly above. I fly above. Lizzo out there like ain't shit happened. Tyler Perry. All right, Tyler. I'm so comfortable. No money. Okay, no money. You know, nice. Next, Chloe Bailey is there. Okay, Chloe is nice. She would have had those manicured nails by that other woman if she would have did her nails then. I thought about that last night. Okay, Chloe. Chloe looks nice. Okay. Lupita Nyong'o. Okay. She looks real renaissance-y. All right, baby. Laura Roach. I don't know who that is, so you can ridicule me all you want. And Tia Mowry. She looked like she going to a damn job interview. She looked nice nonetheless, but no, I don't know if you would wear those pants to a job interview. She looked like she going to, I don't know. She's a little, how old is Tia Mowry? Jules Smith and Miss Tina Knowles. Jules looked like he know that they come from money. He just know it. Like, I ain't got to do shit in life. I'm going to be great. You can leave whatever social media comments on me. And, you know, we don't really give a shit. He just looked like he know that family come from money. Tina Knowles, she looked nice. I like her little dress. She looked good. So that's that. You know, let me see if they had any other more pictures from the Renaissance. What the hell is that? Winnie Harlow. She looked nice. Okay, Winnie. I'm the trophy of the game. Everybody trying to win me. Me, Olivier, Jordan, my baby Winnie. All right, so let's move up to the chit chat about this Beyonce. Beyonce reveals that Blue Ivy saw online criticism about her tour performance, and instead of quitting, she decided to train harder for future stops. So according to the New York Times, Beyonce reveals in her upcoming documentary that Blue Ivy's iconic tour performance was originally supposed to be just a one-off that took some negotiating. She told me she was ready to perform, and I told her no, Beyonce reportedly says in the film. The outlet says that Beyonce was dismayed when Blue Ivy came across online criticism of her performance, but instead of quitting, Blue decided to work even harder to improve her performance for future stops. You know, this makes me think a lot, and I just want to say this, and I know that, listen, you have to realize this is it's like certain things like I don't comment on because first and foremost, I don't comment on children. Even the other day when I shared that video from that little girl Stevie and she was making that video saying she was Nicki Minaj, I had to really think about that. Like, you know, and I really didn't feel 100% with sharing it, but I try not to comment on anybody's children or anything like that. First and foremost, I would have to question myself, do I have any kids, or if I'm doing anything publicly that people can ridicule my kids, do I have a child that's doing anything publicly, even on that level that people can ridicule their performance, right? I just feel like it's a lot of adults who speak down on children, and they really should just not do that, especially if you have kids yourself. You bringing that karma right back to yourself. Like, because I honestly felt like now I've listened to so many different people who did commentary on Blue Ivy. I felt like it wasn't even appropriate, real talk. But a lot of people, when you get into opening up these microphones, people just say anything just to entertain or just to say some shit to either go against the grain. To me personally, I'm happy that she stuck through it and she got better. Now it makes sense when she was on stage and people thinking that, oh, she was crying because she was in Houston or whatever. Who knows what she read and what so many adults was saying about her. People was really trying to tear her down. And you know what it is? It kind of ties into that notion of when I be hearing like a lot of Black women that they be saying like they feel as though, hold on. It goes into the notion of a lot of Black women saying that they feel like people don't really look at them as human, or it's like, what do you think, that Beyonce is just so rich and that she's so blessed that you could just say anything that you want to like about her, or you feel like you could just diss her daughter and just talk that shit? First and foremost, I would have never thought that Blue Ivy would have been online like reading comments. I would honestly assume that Beyonce had a muscle on that and kind of like tailor things to the way that she won't even be able to see it. But I know that if I heard it, I know that you heard it too. It's been countless adults, like even in the comment sections and people who do commentary and just speaking down on a child. I want to know what your child does, on a grand scale, that you can post it online so people can leave comment after comment and talk shit about their look, talk shit about the way that they perform. See, my whole thing is like doing commentary on entertainers and adults is different. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And even, you know, certain areas of that are forbidden for me. But talking shit about a child, when we know for a fact, Beyonce, now listen, you know that Beyonce ain't no half stepper. Blue Ivy performed over how many dates? How many dates was the Renaissance tour? Let me look that up on the side. I know it was almost 60 dates, and I can guarantee you that she made more money than a lot of the adults who was talking shit about her. How many Renaissance tour dates? Hold on. 56 dates in 39 cities. She performed for most of all of those shows. So to me, I just didn't think that was right. A lot of adults were speaking down, like, even if you didn't like her performance, like, you still speaking about a child. People get so insensitive though, and they don't really give a fuck. You don't really give a fuck. But I want to know, what does your child do on a major show? Can you share any videos so that we can laugh at the probably 25 people who showed up for their shit? Can you post anything? This is for the people who talk shit about a child. Like, that's crazy. Like, people go too far with it sometimes, to me. So I'm happy that she kept, you know, pushing her and allowed her to, you know, to stay in, as far as like, you know, inside of the tour, performing for all of those dates. It's like, no, we're not going to stop. So that makes sense now why when the crowd was screaming her name and saying blue, 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 and she was crying, it's like, yeah, y'all niggas tried to tear her down. That's wrong. That is so wrong. Let's read some of these comments to see what people talking about. Is y'all grown ass adults talking about a child? For me, a child that's net worth you'll never see or touch. The bad part about this is that mainly adults that had shit to say about a young girl that isn't even a teenager yet. That's true. Shout out to Maya, who just sent me a Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let me respond back to you. Yeah, shout out to you, Maya. Give me a second. And shout out to Terry. I just got yours as well, Terry. You just came over. Let me send some love back to you as well. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like to shout people out in the live And if I don't ever catch it when I'm live, I'll catch you the next time when I go, because support is support. The same way that I'm doing this commentary. Like, I know that my channel is not monetized right now, but I appreciate it because it lets me know you appreciate what I'm doing, no matter how big, how large or small your donation is. I really appreciate it. So yes, check that Cash App out. It's on my video. It should be the Cookie Confidant 83. So let's see, y'all as grown-ass adults really got up on here and criticize a kid. Just make sure when people criticize your kid, keep that same energy, and then they get mad and they don't want you to talk about their kids. Though I'm telling you, a lot of people, when I tell you the way that this world and the way that karma moves, it's going to come back to you. I promise you, it's going to come back to you. It is, especially when you talking shit about kids. Now, we could talk shit about this music shit and break it down and do all of that. We can do it. We can do it. We can give our opinions. But when, to me, that's forbidden territory. I don't ever talk about nobody kids. As much as I don't like Cardi, I don't never talk about her kids. I would never do that because that shit is corny. It's corny as fuck. And let me tell you something. It's bad enough people don't like you talking about them, but you want to get somebody who's gonna try to put some hit on your ass or try to like get people to do some shit to you, talk about their kids. I just feel like it's an area that you should not touch on. You shouldn't. It's enough. It's enough information and it's enough news and enough ways to spend conversation on they ass. Why you got to even talk about, like, first there was people upset about Beyonce dancing on the tour and saying that she wasn't dancing enough, even though Beyonce just had surgery or whatever the case may be. At first it was that, and then it was her daughter. It was like coming down on her daughter. I'm telling you, Blue Ivy made money each day that she performed on that tour. I can guarantee you that's business. That's a business, and that's also a write-off. So she got to get compensated for it. I could guarantee you that little girl made more money doing those 56 dates than a lot of people probably made in a year. I can guarantee you. But I think Beyonce, you can't tell anybody how to parent. I think that she should make sure that Blue Ivy is not reading into comments online and shit, because that could really, like, I'm happy that us 80s and early 90s babies, that we didn't have shit like this. Like, yeah, once we got a little older, we had MySpace and shit, but it still wasn't like the social media at the impact of the level that it is on now. So, I just hope that she doesn't allow her to just kind of like run amok online and just read in shade room comments or the neighborhood talk and shit like that, because people are vicious and they don't give a fuck. You got to realize a lot of people are operating from a very negative place, dark place, probably $10-20 to payday. They don't, so they mad. So they going to say the craziest thing. And a lot of people, even on these blogs, they say the craziest things just to get attention and engagement as well. Like they love to be liked and shit like that. Give me 1 second. Terry. Also, shout out to you, DeMarcus mom. I appreciate you. You always supporting me everywhere. I just got your Cash App. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let me see. All right. Give me a second. All right. So so that's that with Blue Ivy. I just wish that y'all need to criticize why your children can't read a book or respect adults. Blue, we're proud of you, mama. Many people can't continue to do what you have accomplished. So I think that was just a little nutty to me, that people would even talk shit about a child. I'm telling you, that is going to come back on you. It's going to come back on you in some sort of way. You're going to realize some shit is going to happen to you, or it's going to happen to your child. It's like, you should, man, be careful. It's so easy to get up here to just go crazy. Like, imagine I'm live right now. I could just say any fucking thing that I want, but there's certain things that I say and there's certain things that I don't say. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people say crazy shit just to make people, like, just to kind of rile people up, like, oh, they talk crazy, or they, or some shit like that. Like, nah, that shit is whack to me. That shit is whack. It's whack. I totally believe in karma. Me too. And I've seen people get it. I've seen them get it. Like, I've seen it happen. My kids are the only best thing. You said her kids are the only best thing about her. Why would you say that? You don't think that Beyonce has any good within her? If Beyonce comes out with another song, I bet it will be for Blue, and she drags the hell out of these type of people. Right. Even when they talk about Papa Bear, I get disgusted. Yeah, because they look at Nicki like she's not human. And they're like, Nicki Minaj is rich. She's successful. She's the biggest female rapper. We could talk shit about her all fucking day. I'm telling you, I feel like it reached a point, like it reached that during the hate train, just like even with Joe Budden, the way that he would talk about Nicki, like, oh, you're successful. Why do you care about your song playing on radio? Why? Because you ain't got no song on radio. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, that shit is it's weird. Yes, you cross the line when you bring up children. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, her kids are beautiful. Black people always talking down on little black girls. Yeah, you shouldn't be to listen. Me personally, if you don't have nothing nice to say, it'd be different if you like, oh, she can do better, or I hope that she works on it. But this was people just tearing her down. Like, nah, that's not the way that you move. You don't move like that. So listen, I hope all of y'all doing well. Please thumbs up this video. We've been here for an hour. Well, really, like I'm going to trim it down from the music in the beginning, but please make sure that you support. Please make sure that you share the video if you can to your Facebook page, to your Twitter. Like the video. If I got 200 people here, I should have at least 150 likes on this video. I don't be checking it how like different content creators be doing it, but they be like, get these likes up or I'm going to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like that, but come on, support the live, especially if you're not going to send a Cash App. The Cash App is on the screen. At least thumbs up the video or thumbs it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Support, like, for real. So, what you say? I was talking about Cardi's kids. I don't have a problem with Beyonce. Oh, okay, Miranda, I got you, baby. I heard you. You know what I'm saying? So let's go over here real quick. And where's this clip at? I wanted to bring this up. So this was that Hazel E. Hazel E did an interview with Tasha K. So I wanted to play this part first.
I feel like I can add insight into.
All right. So I wanted to bring this up first. So Hazel E says that Remy Ma and Cardi B were strategically put in place to dismantle Nicki Minaj's career. So let's just pre this real quick. Real quick. Let me just hold on. Let me bring that back. What? All right, so let's play this real quick.
Part of this, I feel like I can add insight into part of the situation on the dismantling of the Barbie.
Nicki Minaj.
The dismantling of the Barbie and the uprise of Barty Gang. Like, that was like a real thing. Like, Nicki's really not crazy. And I know people say, oh, you're on Nicki's payroll. And that day that they decided to have Cardi come out with Remy Ma on stage at Summer Jam, and they had all these powerful women in hip hop come together to support the dismantling of the Barbie was like big for me, because one, it was like the chick that was dismantling her was on.
And all them bitches are struggling now. You know what I'm saying? I love Remy Ma to death, but she moved on to the battle rap shit. This music shit, she can't get them streams up and support and all of that. She ain't doing it like that on that level. They ain't doing it like that. Cardi B came out with Bongos, and I can guarantee you right now that it's gone from the overall radio charts. Let me go to Corb.net and bring this up on the side. It's over. I mean, Cardi, let me tell you something. Mark my words. The next song Cardi comes out with, she might go hip hop, but she gonna have to go pop. They need a pop hit from her. They need something that's top 40. So she gonna need somebody who's, she gonna need a song that's gonna be like top 40 or some shit like that. Yeah, it's bye-bye for her. She off that. She ain't in the top 100 no more. Bongos went out quick. That's over. That's done. We just seen that she was like number 98, 99 the other day. That's done. So it's like, also when I was saying in my video that I dropped yesterday, when it comes to Cardi B, these DSPs have been making it very clear that they're going to be starting to file fines against people who are inappropriately or basically cheating on the DSPs as far as streams go. You know what I'm saying? So that's a real thing too. Notice it. Cardi's playlists and plays have been very, very different. And I think that a lot of these DSPs had to catch on. And this is the sad thing about it is that what happens, like, I don't think people like Cardi B and her label realize the quicker you go up, the harder you fall when it's not real, right? And I've been thinking they've been trying to figure out, what is the success to Nicki Minaj? Does she really have fans? Do people really support her? Is this bitch really who she's, is the bitch really who she is, before us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Give me a second. Thank you, Loke. I just got your Cash App. Let me send some love back to you. I appreciate you. DeMarcus, Terry. Yep, I just got y'all as well. I responded to y'all as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. So I think what it is that they're trying to figure out the formula. Like, is this bitch Nicki Minaj really who she says she is? Does, whatever the case may be. Then it was just like them getting the unlimited radio play. Bongos fell off radio hard, and we seen how much radio play that song was getting in the beginning. None of this shit makes sense. You tell me this bitch ain't in the top 100. I'm not hating either, because listen, let me do Control F for you. Cardi. She ain't nowhere. She ain't on there. Let's do Nicki. Yeah. Number 36. This song been on the radio since the end. When did Barbie World come out? The end of May? June? It's there. You know what I'm saying? Ice Spice. That's her only song. Where Doja at? You know that she getting radio play. Doja Cat. Look at Doechii even outperformed Cardi. That is a big telltale sign to you. Doechii outperformed Cardi. This is the days that we want. We want the real to come in. I'm tired of the fucking fake. Listen, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but you can't tell me that no illiterate bitch is at the top of the fucking game. They really wanted to make it seem like Nicki had competition with this illiterate bitch. They wanted to make it seem like she was so great in this. No, it was a lot of forcefulness into that career. Imagine if they had the streams and they could play with the streams like they used to before. They can't play with the streams no more, because now it's going to get identified as a fine. And I'm pretty sure that if you get fines or whatever, it's going to become public information, then we'll know the bitch is really cheating. So it's really, they got the bitch on the ropes right now. They got her on the ropes right now. So it's like, you really can't even do that no more. You can't. And I'm happy that they did that. So, I mean, it is what it is. So she probably wondering like, oh, how Doja Cat getting this, and how, how is Doja Cat, because people really like her, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I know Doja Cat gets that radio treatment and shit like that too, or whatever. But I would rather Doja Cat get it. She's more talented. We know that she's an art schoolgirl. She's really into all of that. You can tell in her performances, she's into it. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care, honestly. It doesn't bother me when Doja Cat gets her accolades, or they say that, she has like one of the most streamed female rap albums or whatever. She's not a threat to me lyrically, but I would rather her have it than fucking Cardi B. Sorry, because we need talent to win. We don't need bullshit to win. And yeah, that's why that bitch, come on, she dropped that song. Where you at? I need some soldiers in here. And I'm putting that on me. She ain't nowhere. Top 100. We're Offset. And they trying to push Offset little song. That shit ain't going nowhere. They said that this was the best song. His album been out for like a month now. For a month is some change now, right? That's all you getting? Baby, 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 it's a long, 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 long way down. Baby, it's a long way down. That couple is looking really shady right now. It's looking really shady with them right now. So anyway, let's continue this.
Loving hip hop. And it was, I just went and checked the mail, got a check from Mona Scott. So we were all on like, yo, this shit is lit. Even though like this girl came like out of nowhere, like her story is not what it is, but it literally like was a plot and a plan.
Cardi B did come from out of nowhere, and I was one of the people. I told you when Jay-Z and Beyonce had the first On the Run tour, it was a Dominican girl that was at the tour at the bus stop when we was going back to New York City from East Rutherford fucking Stadium, and she was playing this girl, and I said, who is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was all standing there, and she was like, oh, it's Cardi. That's when I found out about her. Cardi B was not no fucking rapper before she went to Love and Hip Hop. They concocted the bitch when she got there. Don't tell me. I don't fucking tell me. I don't give a fuck what she say. I don't care. And it's a lot of her fans who even try to say that Cardi B was in honors classes. Honors what? Honors what? Y'all will say anything to make it seem like she was on a Nicki level. No, she wasn't. Because not saying that if you was in honors, you wouldn't have popped pussy in the club, but you would have knew what to do and how to navigate and some shit like that. You popped pussy in the club and did what you did because it's easy. It's easy to be a hoe.
To literally dismantle the Barbie because there was nobody that was there in that position, and Nicki was like, she's queen. And a lot of women came together on that.
Let's be clear to the haters that's lurking here too. I love competition. I don't give a listen. Records are made for people to break them. Okay, they saying Doja Cat got, she has one of the most streamed female rap albums, where they say she has 2 albums that hit 1 billion streams on Spotify. Congratulations to her. I don't really buy her shit like that though, you know, but obviously there's people with real fans who pour into her. Obviously she ain't getting no motherfucking fines. Obviously Cardi B, if you was getting those streams back then, why you ain't getting them streams now? You better go pop. You better listen, she thought that she was going to come with this bongo shit and it was going to be in quotations different and like, oh, she took a risk and she did this and she did that. Bitch ain't do shit. Bitch ain't do shit.
Stage at Powerhouse that night for Remy Ma to do her diss track because she had just got out of jail, and they knew that Remy, because of her street credibility, would be the only person to probably come for Nicki. Mm-hmm. They couldn't send nobody else because of Rem's street credibility. Literally, like she shot a bitch, she went to jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so, and like Nicki had said, like, we was cool like before this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck did this come out of? But it was like not that. Like that's like a big theory. And I feel like I was there with Mike Kaiser. He's gonna try to kill me.
He's the fixer.
See? Okay. So
yeah,
the dismantling of the Barbie was like an actual thing they were going to do.
And I believe that too, like, especially on the Remy Ma front. Like, a lot of people was like, oh, Remy is back. Remy was keeping it real. She was like, you know, on that street shit, but that street shit don't sell. That's why I'm telling you, it was a little bit of edge that Foxy and Kim had over her, because it was like with Foxy and Kim, it's like, you know, not only could they spit hard like a nigga, but they were really feminine. If to me personally, right, when you look at like even on some shit where you look at my thumbnail, what I love the most about this bitch, Foxy Brown, is that she looked like that, but when she come with her deep cadence and popping her shit, you would not think she looked like that. That was one of the most sexiest things that I fucking love. Like, this bitch will talk all of this shit and then come out with the Zach posing with the Louboutins and just looking so fucking girly, not giving a fuck about none of these rap bitches at all. Like, I loved how she talked shit heavy and she was really about that shit. I loved it. Yes, I did. But Remy, it was just a little difference with her. Like, I don't know. I like the way that she rapped, but it was like, as far as like her song structure and shit like that, I loved a lot of her freestyles, and I do know a lot of her songs, but I felt like sometimes, like, I remember one time we was driving to New York City, and it was around one of my birthdays, like in 2006, when Remy album came out. And I remember this girl, my niece mom, actually, she was driving me down like so I could do some shopping for my birthday. We was playing Remy album and it got to maybe like 3 or 4 tracks. She was like, she was like, I can't play this while we driving. I'm gonna fall asleep. I never forgot she said that. She was like, this is not an album that you play when you're driving on the highway. And I never forgot she said that. I was a little offended though. I ain't gonna lie. But I felt like, and I don't know if it's because of Little Kim being attached to Biggie Smalls, Jay-Z having Foxy and really having that structure of showing like how you supposed to do this and how you know how things are supposed to go. Foxy used to always say this one thing, like being a female rapper. She said Jay-Z told her, and you know, this could have been some grooming shit too, but I think that it was really true. Jay-Z told her to be a female rapper, bitches gotta want to be you and niggas gotta want to fuck you. So imagine that. Bitches gotta want to be you, niggas gotta want to fuck you. As far as wanting to be you, it's like, as far as like, they gotta want to dress like you. They gotta, like, you know, want to wear their hair like you. They gotta want to be you, and the niggas gotta be attracted to you. So I think that is major, but I don't think Remy really had it like that, because niggas used to respect her because she did that battle rap shit and all of that. But I don't think niggas really like fantasized over like a Remy Ma, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
dismantle this machine that had taken over female rap, and they were sending Remy to do it, but promoting this Latina Cardi B from like Love and Hip Hop. That's when Love and Hip Hop had the fan base.
So you're saying that they sent Remy in right out of jail,
right,
to diss Nicki
because she's the only bitch that could do it.
But then they used Remy to move Cardi into a place,
right,
and push Remy out of the way.
Is that how it happened? Cardi couldn't take Nicki off her block, like, who's Cardi B, but Remy Ma getting out of jail, like,
it was a distraction.
It was a distraction, and nobody else could talk about Nicki in that way. But Remy just getting out of jail and having all that street credibility and doing that bid and stand with her, like, her nigga, you know what I'm saying?
She came.
Where is she at now? Shout out to the Chrome 23. I like a lot of their battles and shit like that. I do. But I feel like if Remy was successful in the industry, that Chrome 23 shit probably, I'm not saying it wouldn't have never happened because she comes from battle rap. But I remember being on Remy's live, and shout out to Kara. I just got your cash app. Thank you so much. Let me respond to you. But I remember Remy coming out and, you know, being on her Instagram live, and she used to say certain things like, why do y'all want me to release a new song? It's not like y'all not going to stream it or some shit like that. So I think that she started to realize, like, you know, that it's not what you think it is. Like, it's not. And Remy even started to say, like, when she was dissing Nicki, like, oh, your shit is, you know, you're going down. The whole industry know that you're a rap and all of that. What? Nicki got like 3 number ones after that. She's been buzzing. She still is a powerhouse in this shit. This is what I'm telling you. A lot of people, they would try to knock you off. They tried to knock Nicki off. And Cardi B, I think she finally realizes, like, no, Nicki is for real. Like, she really run this shit. She really has solidified herself. She has fans. Like, she's indebted to the people, like, for multiple reasons. Would it be fashion? Would it be her personality? Would it be her music? Like, it's a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's a staple in the game. Like, you can't get her out at all. And I don't know why she thought that someone who doesn't even write rhymes, and your rhymes are so dependent and reliant on the testicular fortitude of a man, that you thought that you was gonna come and just, like, what, hijack this shit? Fuck out of here, bitch.
Come out and did the sheather
her tactic from Nas. Remember, Nicki was with Nas. Like, if people like go back in that whole thing, and it brings us to like me being pissed about Nicki getting nominated for these Grammys with this little girl Ice Spice. It's like she should have, like, y'all want to dismantle this girl so much and want to take like one of the goats out, and it bothers people like me. Like,
all right. So that's that, right? So there was this clip before I get into the commentary, the further commentary that she made on Cardi B. Let's just play this. This is an older clip of Hazel speaking on Nicki Minaj. So let's just go.
You being on Love and Hip Hop, you were a force on that, you know, at the peak of Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
So why do you feel like at that time you didn't pop off in the music space? Was it because what you kind of just talked about in the sense of, you know, there was like one person in the game, you know, was it?
definitely.
Okay.
2014, it was still one dominating force. It was still one woman that was winning all the awards. Like, there was nobody to even compare with. It was like Nicki was going to the BET Awards and just walking on the stage. Like, it was nobody else even there.
What I disagree with there is that Nicki was actually, she's good though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think we're going to scan through this. We're going to like listen to it. What I'm trying to say is it's just like, Nicki is good. Like, she was winning the awards because she was dominating, like, and she still is dominating. So let's just continue. I don't think that Nicki's career had anything to do with her. Where was the Azealia Banks? Where was the Iggy Azalea? Where was all of the other girls who came through and was like, you know, getting recognition back then? They just didn't have it like Nicki. Nicki is very polarizing. She keeps people engaged. Listen, could you imagine? I'm telling you, the reason why I feel blessed is because I came from the original days of being a female rap fan. Like, back in those days, being on the message boards and, you know, Foxy Brown coming out with a lyric and I'm changing my screen name to whatever she said in the lyric. I've been doing that shit. That shit y'all be doing now is not new. It's not new. We've been doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like just seeing all of those things and seeing where it is now, the trek of a female rapper is not going to it doesn't really last that long. I was just on Twitter the other day when they posted that Missy Elliott came out with her album, The Cookbook, like 20 years ago. And I'm like, wow, that was 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago when I realized that Missy was dwindling. When she came out with Past That Dutch and all of that, I knew she was going down because she started to recede at that point. It was interesting just to see the trek of a female rapper. Nicki has been doing this shit for 16 years, going on 20 years. You understand how blessed she is to still be relevant? To be relevant? It's crazy. So I don't think Hazel E, it sounded like she was just a little discouraged. I don't feel like she dissed Nicki in this, but you can't blame the trajectory of your career on another woman out there doing their thing. Like, you know?
For her to be, I don't think they wanted anybody else. Mm-hmm. And so therefore it was like, I mean, think about it, like Rashida, there was a lot of girls that came on Love and Hip Hop that wanted the music thing, and none of us really got it until Cardi came up. You know what I'm saying? So it was
But they pushed Cardi strategically. They did. That it wasn't nothing good about that bitch.
It was just a thing. It wasn't the space for it. Now, today is the space for it. But there was only one female dominating that game. And there was no room, which is why, you know, the dismantling of the Barbie happened. But now, being that the doors are broken down and we are seeing way more female artists, way more female rapping is being taken serious, I feel like I have a chance again, which is the only reason why I'm trying. Because if I don't feel like it was only going to be one person and that was it, I would have just said, it's going to be Nicki. That's it. Can't nobody else get a shot. Now that there is chances.
That's really cheap to me too. It's like now you expounded in these other videos saying like, you know, how you felt about Cardi and shit like that. Like to me, that's just a little whack. Like it's just a little whack. But anyway, let's move on and let's play this clip because then Cardi responded as well.
She the top is crazy. When you like really like take Nicki who she is and her body of work and what she did for female rapping, you don't want to give her credit. It's like, I'm not no hater ass bitch. So all this ghetto Cinderella fucking projects, Spanish ass motherfucking senorita Constita fucking Spanish Latin female rap bitch talking about she the top is crazy.
Ooh. Talk that shit. Like, talk that shit. If you want to say it, say it. You understand what I'm saying? Cardi did think she was at the top. Cardi did used to brag about her number ones and being. Then remember she did that flop record with DJ Khaled, and she was like, "I got 5 number ones, you got 5 number nones." How many number ones you got this year? Even with the $2 million rollout, even with the sign rubbing the pussy with the signs, with the signed singles. How much did that really sell? You understand what I'm saying? How much did you do? These bitches gotta cheat. They can't go away and take hiatuses. She made a post on Twitter earlier. Cardi made a post talking about something about her ops or some shit like this. Now she under this neighborhood talk section commenting and shit like that. It's like, Cardi, go away. The thing about it is, and I know that you know that this is true, you can't take a 6-month hiatus like Nicki or a 5-month hiatus because you know that people barely pay attention to you now. You got to stimulate the algorithm in some way. I've been saying that since I've been doing commentary on YouTube. You won't go away, bitch, because you know that if you go away, they really gonna forget about you. They really gonna forget about you. But so yeah, Hazel E, I understand exactly how you feel regarding this.
When you like really like take Nicki who she is and her body of work and what she did for female.
Cardi is not, listen, I was saying this in my other videos. The reason why a lot of these female rappers, when we say they're redundant, they sound the same. They do, you know, whatever the case may be. First and foremost, Cardi has a real irritating, her voice just annoys the fuck out of me, right? Nicki has leverage over these girls for a specific reason. And I know I got Cardi in the, I know I have Cardi in the title, so I will talk a lot of shit, but I won't say certain things because I know that people listen to these videos. But Nicki has a certain thing over these girls, and this is why they've been dying. They be like, damn, can I get with the best team? Can I get the best manager? Ain't this bitch supposed to be with Irving Azoff right now? And then she see that Nicki left that ship and she went right over there. So it's like she probably went right over there with Irving Azoff. Like, I want everything Nicki had. What she had planned coming up? Definitely not no chicken broth, bitch. Definitely not that. Definitely not that. What'd you have in mind? Definitely not no motherfucking chicken broth because that don't go along with her fucking brand. You just taking any and everything. Listen, let's go.
Female rapping, you don't want to give her credit. It's like, I'm not no hater ass bitch. So all this ghetto Cinderella fucking projects, Spanish ass motherfucking senorita Constita fucking Spanish Latin female rap bitch talking about she the top is crazy.
Crazy.
When you like really like take Nicki who she is and her body of work and what she did for female rap.
Cardi will never have a fucking moment for life. Cardi will never have a fucking win again. She won't have certain songs that Nicki got and the connection that she got. You know what I'm saying? She just won't have it because for one, she got to rely on the testicles of another man to create that moment. Niggas could, and that's the sad thing about it is you relying on the ghostwriter to get your shit together. So they only could give you what they got. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now this nigga is entangled with Megan Thee Stallion, and you know, who knows? Hopefully Cardi is probably, but you know what's so crazy? Cardi is probably low-key happy that Megan and Partisan broke up, so now she can get the best of the best now. Now I ain't got to worry about this black bitch in the way. She was in my way for a while. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm telling you, she's happy that Megan and Partisan Fontaine are no more. She's happy. Let me pre her wall real quick. I hate when she be trying to do shit that everybody else be doing. What she say? Too many ops that I don't know. Who the fuck is this? You know exactly who she is. Somebody said your fellow bot sis. Who said that? Oh, he had a DC too? Damn, your fellow bot sis. You know exactly who the fuck she is. You know what I'm saying? She know exactly who the fuck Hazel E is. She knows exactly who she is. You mad, ma? Fucked up? Tell him why you mad, ma. Tell him why you mad.
What you said, ma? Fucked up? Tell him why you mad, ma. Tell him why you mad. She was like, where the college bitch?
You fucked up? Tell him why you mad, ma. Tell him why you mad.
What you said, ma? Fucked up? Tell him why you mad, ma. Tell him why you mad. She was like, where the college?
Anyway, I was with my any day and my peeps good pretty Fats fake it, I made it, I told you so. You know, blood lie, take it. Anyway, sexy, stress free in Montego Bay. You know, it's a pity that y'all look like idiots. I bet she don't call me anymore. He don't even kiss. And I'm his boo. What must I do to keep him loving me? All this love I give. Yo, that used to be the joint back in the day when that shit used to come on. I got what you want, got what you want. I ain't got what you need, baby. That shit used to go hard. I love that song so much. What's up, Couture Bay? Yeah, I love that song. Did you see where somebody asked Cardi if him and I did see that him and Cardi were still cool, and he said like Hawaiian rolls, so you know she's begging. Yeah, she happy that they're over. She's happy that they are over. I'm telling you, you think that this might be way off. She happy she ain't got to deal with this black girl fucking with her ghostwriter no more. I'm telling you, that's what she's happy. So now Cardi could hopefully get this album done, and you know Megan's out the way now. So now she can focus and get the album done. Cardi got to go pop next. Her hip hop tracks have been suffering. She tried to come with this bongo shit and I seen her fans trying to amp her up like, oh, Cardi's doing something different. She got a different sound. She's not doing traps. You know, shit ain't work. Pumped mad payola into that shit. Shit slid off the radio quick. 9 weeks. Shit going off the radio already. Megan Thee Stallion gave and rendered Cardi her moment. She should have used that opportunity to come back. Megan, you know what Megan should have did? I ain't saying that she should have put nobody down, but she should have had like some sort of a movie style video where she came back and it like really spoke volumes to like what she's been through psychologically, whatever, but she doesn't have the emotional intelligence or the artistry to even come forward with that. She should have really came back on some groundbreaking type shit. Megan squandered her moment, she squandered it. And I really feel bad for her because it's like, what you gonna do? You know? How was your Thanksgiving, Couture Bay? Yo, let me tell you some shit. When I be shutting my friends down, I made some fucking macaroni and cheese and some dressing. When I tell you, one of my friends, they was just like, oh, one of my coworkers, they're gonna make me some dressing because before you made it, I didn't know, so she's gonna make it. So one of my homeboys, he went to work on Friday. He brought that dressing back. He told me, he's like, I said, whose dressing was better? I'm that type of person who listen, because I know my dressing was good. Let me tell you how I did my dressing too. I used 2 boxes of cornbread. I used 1 box of regular Jiffy cornbread. Nope, I did not do that shit from scratch, and I don't give a fuck if you made yours from scratch. Still wasn't better. Listen, I had 1 box of regular Jiffy and I used a box of honey Jiffy cornbread. I baked that shit and I browned it a little extra just to make sure it was just a little, more. I also used a cup of regular seasoned bread crumbs. I had that I didn't have sage sausage, so I was only able to find Jimmy Dean regular sausage, in the roll. So I did that with my onions, peppers, and my celery. I also put the poultry dressing in it, and then I kind of eyed it with the chicken broth that I put in it. When I tell you that fucking dressing was so smack, that shit was so crazy. Homie ain't even want to eat the dressing that you got from the fucking coworker. They went out, they bought cranberry sauce and everything to go. I said, damn, my shit was that good that you went and bought cranberry sauce the next day. I know what the fuck I'm doing in that kitchen, though. And that macaroni and cheese, when I tell you, I went over there last night. We was playing games and shit, right? So that macaroni and cheese is still crazy. You don't need eggs and macaroni. I know that we've been hoodwinked to think that we gotta have that. I put heavy cream in my macaroni and cheese. When I tell you that shit was, I posted a picture of it on my Twitter page. That shit is still stacked up, stuck together, and like the way that you would expect it to be, and it's no eggs in it. Listen, I know how to do the damn thing. I know how to cook, like for real. So I hope y'all had some good. And let me tell you this. I don't like everybody's dressing because, especially since I moved down south, a lot of people make dressing this too mushy. It's like mush. Some of y'all put too much in it. You feel like just, oh my God. I was watching this one girl make macaroni and cheese on her YouTube last night, and I like her vlogs, but she put heavy cream and regular milk in it. I'm like, where did that make sense at? So let me just see. So smack. I miss my mama's lasagna. My mom used to, you know what? My mom used to make lasagna for every Christmas. We had our Thanksgiving, and that's what now thinking in hindsight, as I got older, I appreciated her so much. In hindsight, you just had Thanksgiving. You know how many black people do Thanksgiving again for Christmas? My mother, we always had Italian for Christmas. Oh yeah, we all have some lasagna. That shit is, I love my mom's lasagna so much. We had lasagna every Christmas. Every Christmas. Switch it up in your household. You just had fucking Thanksgiving. Why the fuck you going to have Thanksgiving food again? Even though you know some of them key dishes do be good. Like, ooh, macaroni and cheese is so good. I'm happy I only have that maybe once or twice a year. I don't know what we're gonna do for Christmas this year with my friends. We always typically come together because we don't have family here like that. So one of my friends might go home to see their family, but I don't know. Maybe I will do lasagna this year. That might be good, or do some stuffed shells or something like that. Yeah, that might be really good. So, let me see if anybody else sent me something. Nope, I didn't get anything, but you see the Cash App on the screen. Thank you for everybody who supported this broadcast and sent me something. It's 4:55. I got to go to the gym in like an hour, so I do need some time to myself before I venture off and do that. Please, wait, what did somebody say? I don't use eggs. I use heavy cream as well. You don't need it. You know what I do too? Then I put the heavy cream in my noodles, and then I don't care how you feel about this. I do use one of those little blocks of Velveeta cheese. I just do that just to cover my cheese. Then I put in my sharp cheese. I put in my Kobe Jack cheese. Then this year I put in the smoked Gouda cheese. So then I mix all of that up and let that like melt together or whatever. Then when I pan it, I layer it, and then when I layer, like do the layers of the noodles, I put cheese in between that, and then I put my cheese on top, and like I bake it. I bake that for about 40 minutes. And then I wait for the top to get like a little crispy or whatever too. So yeah, I know how to cook. Like I know a lot of y'all probably know how to cook too. I use 1 or 2 eggs depending on the pan size, but I'm telling you, do you use heavy cream though? Low key said the lasagna I'm eating is a new recipe for Christmas, and I agree. What's the new recipe? I want to know what type of recipe you talking about. Especially when you eat it with turkey or ham slices. Ooh-wee. What you talking about? I ain't have no ham this year. As I got older, I really went away with ham. Like, I'd be looking so good when other people had baked ziti. I love it, especially when you make it good. My cousins, they mom used to make baked ziti so much that they used to get tired of it. I'll never get tired of no motherfucking baked ziti, especially when you make that shit good. I love baked ziti. Give me a second. All right. So yeah. All right, yeah. I'm about to get up out of here. It's almost 5 o'clock, and I got a whole hour before I get to the gym. Yes, New York staple. Yes, I love baked ziti. Bomb. I mix the cheese and heavy cream like a cheese sauce. And 1 layer of cheese on top is bomb. I grew up in New York off of baked ziti. Where you grew up at in New York? Your accent don't sound like no New York shit, low key. Stop trying to. Everybody be trying to have these New York ties. Where you grew up in New York? I want to know where you grew up at. Just a little something different in the sauce. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I use sharp cheddar too. I'm telling you, go to the deli. If you got that boar's head cheese in your area, tell them to give you a half a pound of that smoked Gouda. Now, within that half a pound, you want to take about 6 to 7 slices and mix it in your mixture as you're doing it. And then when you panning it, you want to like put about 3 or 4 slices in that first layer. And I didn't put any of that on the second layer, but I did when I did the top layer with the cheese and stuff. I put smoked paprika. You also want to season. I don't know if what I did this year was different too. When I did my noodles, I put some better than bouillon in it just to give it some salt taste, because salting your noodles is very important when you're making your macaroni. It really is. Let me see. All right. Y'all making me hungry as fuck. I know they watching. Hey, LeRon, any new skincare you enjoying? I really just be using my Aquaphor. I use healing ointment on my skin. I hear a lot of people talking about they like putting Vaseline. When I put Vaseline on my skin, it doesn't give me the shine that I'm looking for, like the healing ointment, like the Aquaphor. Or if you're on a budget and you want to get the Equate healing ointment from Walmart, that's a really good one too. I actually got a lot of that one left too. Yo, you know what? Let me share this with y'all. So I take this magnesium daily. It's the high absorption magnesium from Doctor's Best, right? And one thing that people used to always get mad at me about is they used to say when I was younger that I asked too many questions. But I feel like when you ask a lot of questions, you understand what's going on. So this high absorption magnesium, when I go to the vitamin shop, it was last month it was on sale for $11, right? This month it's back to $15. So when I was there, I said, do you price match? Because it was $15. Not saying that I couldn't pay for it, but I always try to find a way before I swipe that card. So he was like, if you could find it online, we will honor the price, right? So they were selling it for $15. So I went online and I found it on Amazon, and it was only $9.80. So it was $9.80 compared to $15. I got 2 bottles. So now I got it for 2 months. I bought 2 bottles for $18. I would have got 1 bottle for $15 had I not had the tenacity to deal with their audacity. I'm always asking questions. I don't give a fuck how you feel. Don't be mad at me just because you don't ask enough questions. People used to really come down on me for that. Like, why are you asking her? Why? No, because I'm fucking asking. Fuck that. I always want to know more, because if you don't, I get mad at myself, because to me, that's a missed opportunity when you don't ask the right questions. Like, I've always been that type of person too, where how somebody tell you, oh, they don't got no more, this is over. Nope, I want to go and hear it from the fucking horse's mouth. I want them to tell me. You know how many times I used to work teachers too and be like, oh my God, I have this assignment, but I got a lot going on or whatever. I know how to work they ass. You just got to communicate. Communication is so important, and asking the right questions. I told you I just started this new role, and the lady who's over the woman who I report to, she told me, she was like, you ask really good questions. And a lot of people, they be scared. I don't know why y'all be scared to ask questions. I ask questions all the fucking time, because you ain't gonna know how to do better if you don't ask the questions. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. I want to see where you said you was from. Rockland County, New York. Oh, Rockland County. Yeah, you was one of them outskirt niggas. You one of them outskirt niggas. You try to act like you was one of them Brooklyn niggas, but you was really an outskirt nigga. Trying to talk about you from Brooklyn. You probably drove down the street in Brooklyn. Rockland County. It used to be this person we used to be talking so much shit to each other. It was this boy. He used to be on foxboogie.com. He used to be talking mad shit, talking about even Rockland County. Like, you're not even one of the major fucking cities. Neither was I, but come on, stop. Let me get up out of here though, because it's 5:01 now. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for stopping by. Again, thanks to the people who supported the live as well. I appreciate all of y'all, and be blessed. And tomorrow's the return to the work week. Tomorrow's also Cyber Monday. Did y'all even fuck it up? Did y'all go shopping this weekend? I didn't really shop at all. I got some pieces that I wanted, but I didn't go shopping like that. I like to save my money. We stepping into Christmas season. I got nieces and shit, so I'm not about to go crazy like that. But I do want to get another pair of sneakers. I'm gonna wait a few weeks though. I'm gonna wait. So listen, be blessed. This is your boy LeRon, Female Rapidly. Please support the channel. You see the Cash App on the screen. So if you haven't supported and you have the opportunity to support, please do that. Please share the video, thumbs up, all of that. Shout out to you, Couture. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, Gouda cheese is top tier. The Black Friday deals was ass. Yes. I closed mouth don't get fed. Right, that's a fact. Be blessed, y'all. I'm out. Peace.